Hey James, what's up? Okay, looking for music, but oh, let's go with this one. Let's see. Probably gonna be a pretty decently short stream today. Let's see. The tournament? Well, the first round. Well, let me give you the stats here. So, um, the stats was there's 6 people. We had 2 World Eaters. We had Anvil Siege Force, so kind of vanilla Space Marine. We had me as kind of vanilla Space Marines with a Gladius Task Force. We had a Black Templars, or Black Templars or Dark Angels, I don't remember. And then we had a Imperial Knights. I went up against on Friday. I went up against one of the one of the World Eaters. I beat him decently soundly, like 70 to 50, something like that. Um, but he did change up his list. Um, he changed up his list for the tournament because he's kind of didn't see how the Terminators were doing great, so he changed them to Berserkers instead. Then, so anyways, the tournament starts round one. I went up against the World Eaters, not the same person, a different one. He beat me, I think it was like, it was a paint. He beat me by like 20, close to 30 points. But the problem is that my dice rolls were utter garbage. And he was rolling pretty dang hot on his saves. I was still slowly wiping him out. And we only get up to round 2. He was taking a little bit of time on his turns. I think I was too a little bit. But just it was really odd how we didn't really get very many rounds in. I don't know. I don't think so. Um, so anyways, with my horrible rolls, his amazing rolls, and the fact that we only got the round 2, I think I could have wiped him, but I don't. I think he would have still probably won, just because of the rolls. He was able to score relatively well. So the reason why the score was like that was because of what happens when you run out of time. When you run out of time, according to the rules that he played, all dice, you don't roll any dice, you don't move your models. The only thing your models can do is perform actions, and that's all. So essentially, on turn 3, his turn, he drew his cards, and if there's any actions that he can perform to complete those objectives, or if their position or wherever his creatures are at can get him points, then he does. If not, he can, of course, discard one, draw one, just to see if he can, complete those. So, anyways, we did that until the end of the round, essentially. So, if I could perform an action, I would score. If engage in all fronts, and I do have peep models in like at least 3 corners, then I would get that. But other than that, there's no killing, there's no rolling of any kind of dice, there's no movement. Um, so he won that way, and it seems fair enough, you know. So you don't talk anything out. You go ahead and just get the maximum score you can without any kind of action. Then I played my second round. I played against the Imperial Knights. So that one, I was scoring relatively well. He kept his knight so far back that he wasn't really scoring very much. I was trying to take him out from range. My ballistas, well, did nothing against the world eaters, but they did something, a little bit of something against the Imperial Knights. I blew up a few of his stuff before he got close. Guilliman charged one of the Questoris Knights, I believe, like one of the big knights with 24 wounds. But earlier in that round, I was able to deal 1 point of damage to it. So Guilliman charged that model that had 23 wounds left. And I did 28 wounds with Guilliman. I was wounding on 2s with Guilliman because I had him in Assault Doctrine. So he got... And I did the Honor of the Chapter, which gives him the Lance ability, which is +1 to wound when he charges, and an additional AP if it's in an Assault Doctrine, which he was. So I was used to Power Fist. I did all 7 wounds. All 7 of my attacks hit, all 7 of my wounds wounded on 2+. Didn't have to reroll anything. So I had 28 wounds on him. But he did have a 6+ feel no pain on his entire army. He rolled 5, which brought down my wounds to 23, which is the exact number to kill that knight. So you could say that Guilliman nearly one-shotted a knight. If it weren't for that 1 wound that was dealt to him earlier, it would have been alive with 1 wound left. So yeah, he was really mad that Guilliman, in some sense, one-shotted the knight. I wonder who would win, a Catan Shard, a Nightbringer, or an Imperial Knight. What's the most damage the Bringer can deal? Assuming all would hit. So, and that's the thing. One of my other people that play up there, he swung with Angron and dealt only 20 wounds to the same knight. And Angron, I guess I didn't realize Angron's damage was D6 + 1. Sorry, D6 + 2. So he had potentially causing higher damage than Guilliman. Because mine's just a flat 4 damage. So I'm going to be painting my Infinity model so I can get some practice on that. So let's see, I don't know if the Nightbringer, yeah, I guess it is one of the stronger units. But I think since it's a mechanical, the Knight, you'd want to bring the Void Dragon, I believe, because the Void Dragon is like anti-vehicle, I believe. The most damage is 66 + 2 mortals plus D3. Wait, what? How do you get 66 + 12 mortals? How many attacks does he have? I'm assuming 6 attacks, huh? And how are you getting the +12 mortals? We're doing melee, only strictly melee, I'm assuming here. think I need to. 6 attacks max, and damage is d6 plus 2. And what's the 2 times 6 though? Where's that one from? Oh, I see. Yeah, 6 attacks with plus 2. Yeah, I get that. I get that. So it'd be 36, 48. So it's very plausible. And what's the D3 portals from? Then at the end on 4 plus. Oh, that's an ability, so we won't count that one for now. So 48 damage at max. Let's say you probably roll average on that one, just for the damage purposes, but everything hits. So we'll do like 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. So, so 3 times 3 plus 8, 12. 21 plus 12. So 33 damage. So you're wounding on threes, and he would have a save. He would have a 6-up save and a 6 plus feel no pain. With Guilliman, he had no save whatsoever, and I was wounding on 2 plus, hitting on 2 plus as well. Do you have any way of increasing like +1 to wound and maybe an additional AP? Because then that would definitely reduces your damage. It could potentially reduce your damage. He did roll quite a bit. He rolled 5 6s. 6 are devastating. With 6 attacks, your average would have 1 devastating wound. And with that average of either 4 devastating wounds or 3. Oh well, actually, it wouldn't be not. It would not be 4. It'd be 6 devastating wounds or 5. 6 or 5 devastating wounds on average. Because Guilliman's like a flat 4 attack, I can't average that out. I hate these 6s attacks, man. It's freaking like a roulette table. What's the number? 1. Aww. I roll. That's my ballistas have freaking rolled 1 for their D6 wounds. I hate it. Too much of a freaking gamble. I guess I need to clean up these bottles first. Yeah, but we're just counting strictly melee first, just to see if we can do it within the melee combat. So, I mean, if you have your dice, why don't you just roll it out? And I do have some dice so I can roll the saves, even though I probably roll like utter garbage, like I did with the first round. I told the guy I wanted a rematch. Your World Eaters versus my Ultramarines. Looking pretty good. I don't want to roll because my garbage rolls would be garbage rolls. Just with the free music, that just sounds kind of terrible. I got some Infinity models that are official. I'm just waiting for them to come in, which will be a minute. So he would at least have ability to make a lot of 6s. But yeah, I mean, it's a very high probability that he could potentially one-shot. But like I said, Guilliman did not officially one-shot him because he was not at full. He didn't cause enough wounds to kill him if he was at full. He only did 23. because of the 5 Feel No Pains that he made. I told him, it's like, thank the Emperor, whoever caused that chip damage. Because if it weren't for that, Gilliman might have been in trouble. He did, in fact, actually die. He got shot by the other big knight with AP6 shots with, was it D6 plus 8 damage. I'm like, God Lord. Dude was so mad he shot everything at Gilliman. He wanted Gilliman to die. Gilliman did stand back up though. Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing about, like, I've how is it? Whenever I fought against my friend that actually now plays World Eaters, he has Necrons. Because his toughness is, what is his toughness, like 8? What is his toughness? It's a relatively low toughness, I think, right? A toughness, oh, 11, shit. There's kind of a, there's these, wow, how the hell was I keeping him tied up then? No, he had to Transcendent Catan, that's right. Because it could get the, it had the, it was the only thing that could get that 4+ Feel No Pain before they changed it with the new release. I forget what it was or why it was. Because the Catans didn't have, I think, the Feel No Pains, I believe, but they did have half damage and invuls, except for the Transcendent Catan because it was not an epic hero, so could actually get that stupid weave that gives him a 4+ Feel No Pain. And the way you kill Catans and stuff is not by high damage weapons. It's bolter, plink shots. You just kind of whittle it down. 3 damage, like a uneven number of damage weapons. So even number would be a bad one because 2 would be a 1, but 3 would be a 2. How many wounds does it have? Hold on, did you say it? Yeah, how many wounds does the Catan have? I don't think it has a lot though. I think it's like 11 also or something like that. Somewhere around there. Wounds. He doesn't have a lot of wounds, so that can get whittled down pretty quick, even with half damage and 4+ Feel No Pain. Actually, I don't know if I've oh, 6+ Feel No Pain. No way, not is it 6+? Not 4+? Oh, might be the Transcendent Catans one. I know I'm talking about him, but I thought the Catans had all at least better than a 6+ Feel No Pain. Yeah, but if you blow out all those wounds before he can regen them, then you know that's what you kind of have to do with Catan, dude. I remember back whenever the Index was out, dude. It took my entire Tau force to wipe out one warrior squad. The entire shooting phase was just dealing with one warrior squad. It was stupid crazy. Just because you can regen them a couple of times, well, one time out of the command phase, and it's usually a lot too. upgrade the trade second with the 5. Oh, it's not 4 anymore? Because that's what it used to be. I forgot what the stupid weave or whatever it was called. Yeah, damn, 10 points for freaking. It was 4 up at the time. It's crazy stupid. 10 points for 4 feel no pain. Good lord. And then the Tau had 25 points to be able to use a stratagem twice. Not for free, by the way, just to use it twice. 25 points. Like, what? Whoever made the Tau just hated the Tau, honestly. Using AOE pass. Well, only because actually I shouldn't have used the water palette on this particular paint. Only when I'm painting like straight colors, not like overall coverage colors, which is what I'm trying to do with this one. I would use a wet palette. It's just there's some there. The freaking my room for some odd reason just sucks all the water out of the air. That's the reason why I'm always so thirsty. And I don't mind trying the non-metallic metallic colors. I think that would something I would only use on like heroes though. I don't think I'd use that very much on like non-named characters. Hey, what's up, Francois? Excuse me. Yeah, I heard that it's not. There's some people say it's not good for metallics to be on a wet palette because it's hard to get rid of it. I guess supposedly, and you can mix it, but eh. I don't think I have. Definitely have to go a new color scheme whenever my official O12 models come in. Might paint them, try to paint them as close as possible, maybe to their original colors, maybe. By the way, I just have a picture of the void. Oh, yeah, yeah, no, I did, actually, I replied to that, never mind. He said the picture of your house, I'm like, I don't remember seeing a house. But the void thing, I replied to that. Kitchen sponge on ice cream, that's my weapon. So what are you saying? You pro like that? It might be a short stream. I was kind of tired after playing. Oh, and in the third round, by the way, I forgot. Troy. I ended up getting the bye because the person that I was supposed to play, I guess he got off work kind of late. He worked in late shift, and he said he was hurting, so he ended up quitting. I think I would have beat him anyway. Hey, what's up? I just recovered a road trip. And anyways, I got second place on the tournament. Only not the night, sorry, the world leaders that beat me the first round only because my dice rolls were garbage. Probably would have won first. Had my dice roll been decent, like slightly below average, I think I could have maybe won that one. But because they were like well below average, it was just, I had no chance. Oh, James. God damn it, James. Damn it all to hell. But yeah, I end up winning second place. And yeah, that was it. Over here only. What? Who said Troy? I don't think it's in chat, James. Next weekend I'm going to be participating in the Infinity Tournament. That's the reason why I'm trying to paint these models because I need an engineer and a medic. So that's the reason why I'm painting this now. So hopefully I can get them up and running and play a few games to try to get used to the rules again. I've been really 40k focused. James, man, what's going on? Are you hearing things or something? I said toy. What are you talking about? This toy? This is an apothecary. So, how am I gonna paint him up? him up. Oh, I think I know what I could do to paint him up. To make him like an apothecary. And look what you got Paint saying and doing. But yeah, same thing's gonna happen next Friday too. I won't be able to stream because I'm gonna have to go to sleep early, and I'm probably gonna play a little bit late on that Friday to try to get some games in if I can. So I can get some practice games in. And there's a bounty on there's a bounty on the Avatar in Infinity because people have been trying to kill the Avatar. It's one of the, if not the strongest unit in Infinity, and I came pretty dang close to killing it. But it has to be in a tournament settings. The problem is I don't have the guns to kill it. It's just so powerful. But I do have a secret weapon that I could use. I gotta learn how to use it first. It's the only thing I think I can do against the Avatar. I have to freaking hack the Avatar, isolate the Avatar, essentially meaning that it can't really do much, and immobilize the Avatar actually. So the only thing it can do is dodge, and it'll be dodging at a massive negative penalties. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of setup. There's a lot of setup going on before I can even attempt to kill the Avatar. You are James. You are crazy, James. What's new? Glad I kind of got this red. Well, it's not as red as red, but it's a little bit more orange than the orange. I'm glad I got that going on this model. God, sometimes even when you 3D print something doesn't come out quite right. I gotta redesign some of my Infinity stuff so I can put it in a little nice carrying case. Anyways, it was fun. Went from third place to second place. I'm doing pretty good with freaking amazingly the Gladius Task Force. You know, I've been getting better and better. I made the new list that I had, and oh yeah, I forgot. So I had a 6-man aggressor squads in the reserves, right? I plan on popping them out wherever I need them. And against the Knights player, I was like, okay, I need to tie up as much Knights as possible, especially the big one. The aggressors has a very good chance at actually, wounding the Knight because they have Twin Link Power Fist. And then what do you call it? Sorry, I'm looking at the model while I try to talk. So, anyways, I moved them within 9 inches of one Knight. I try to shoot everything at it. I think I caused 1 damage to it. And then I tried to charge it. I rolled a 7. So I CP rolled and tried to charge again, rolled a 7. I was like, crap. They're about to get blown to smithereens. And as a matter of fact, they did. They got in the board and they just vanished. I'm like, oh my god, that's, what is it, 240 points that just did nothing but 1 point of damage, I think it was. So I was like, good lord. Hmm. But yeah, it was stupid crazy. One squad popped up, and as soon as he popped up, he disappeared. He gone. Not heavy blue, this blue. Dark Persia blue. I don't think I have any balls in here. Huh. Good lord, I mean, I'd say at least with the knights, my dice was rolling, slightly below average, which is pretty typical. But yeah, I can handle. I mean, that's, mind you, this is with freaking re-rolls and stuff. So to say like I was rolling below average, that's what re-rolls. So what does that say exactly? I get to roll my dice twice and I still roll well below average. Okay, I can't. Ooh, man, this is really watery. A little too watery. So I might have to go over this twice. Just forgot I did some wash on my Luther conversion. just for me? Are you sure it's just for me? Let's see, what else goes dark blue on him? I think on his neck too. Yes, I'm on recovery time. What is this? What is this recovery time you speak of? What's this? This? I have no idea what it is. What is this? Good Lord, that's about how much I put in a year. It's kind of. Where'd you go? What state? What state did you go to? Good Lord. Or what was the purpose of that? I'm trying to think what was my longest trip in 24 hours. I think it's like about 600 miles. I think it's about 600 miles. Just because I had to go, I was moving. So it was quite the long trip. And I tried to drive in the middle of the night because, ooh, traffic is bad. Hmm. 'Calling to Oregon and back. Whew. How many stops did you, or how many days ride was that for you? Kind of curious. Like for me, the 600 was 12 hours, I think. Can't remember. Again, I can't remember. It was 600, 4 to 600 miles was about 12 hours. 2 days. Whew, my God. That's quite the traveling speed there. 3,700 miles in 2 days. What is that? 15 plus 350. So 1,850 miles a day? I think 7 stops each way, about 8 hours drive. Good Lord. Yeah, no. Well, you said 3,700 miles, but if you're doing under 1,000 a day, then you wouldn't be able to make it. But nonetheless, still, that's still a lot of driving. Oops. And I'm tired. Oh, the whole trip. Okay, I thought one way. Sticking one way. It's like, God dang, you got 3,700 miles in 2 days. Good Lord, man. You must have been cooking. Alright. Not too shabby of a stream. There's not a lot of models painting and I'm tired, but I want to finish this up a little bit. I think this is about all. So hopefully a normal stream tomorrow. Hopefully. With not being too exhausted. Okay. Alright. Actually, I will pause it right here. So anyways, I try to stream every day around 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and try to stream for at least an hour to paint all my freaking models. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, the stand down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.